Like, one day I'm gonna stop wearing these half buns, but that day ain't now. Hello there, and welcome to the last favorites video of 2022. Listen, of course I'm recording this in January, okay? Don't be silly. Like, I don't have this much of a responsible approach to this channel. However, what I do have are 5 products that I've been loving at the end of the year that I feel like deserve a mention. And before I figure out what to do with the favorites next year, we can just enjoy this one for a minute, shall we? I'm going to start off with a skincare product because I do have one. And I feel like it's worth mentioning that this one was actually gifted to me. I never thought I'm gonna say this sentence ever in my life. But yes, yours truly got a PR package and I received it from the Juno & Co. It was months ago. Like sometime in spring, I think. It was like spring last year. Yeah, I received their cleansing balm, which honestly, I didn't really believe I'm gonna like as much because this stuff was like overhyped everywhere. And that's the one thing that always keeps me away from things. And they kind of get like minus points from the start. But this is genuinely great. I just felt like I gotta mention it before I use it up. Because to be quite honest with you, we don't have a lot left. Now, this is their Clean Tan Cleansing Balm. You get 85 grams of product. It is fairly, like, cheap. I thought it's gonna be way more expensive than it is. It's basically an oil-based cleansing balm, which is why it went viral, because you basically dissolve it very fast in your hands to oil. So people were, like, losing their minds about this. Sure, you do you. But I wasn't that blown away by that. I was more blown away by the effects and by like the afterfeel my skin had when I used this. And I've been using it a lot because I kind of ran out of all of my regular balms. This one was the next to go, so I took it, tried it out, and it took me a minute, but I decided that I do truly love it. What's the thing? As I said, it's like an oil-based cleanser in a balm. It's a great first cleanse. It seriously removes everything. Like everything, and it doesn't sting in my eyes, which is great. Of course, they probably tell you not to put it in your eyes, however, you know, life. It only has 10 ingredients, that's why it's called Clean 10. There are only natural ingredients, natural fragrance, which, you know, can be a good thing, doesn't have to be a good thing. However, in this case, I think it's fine because basically they just use oranges to give it the color and the scent with the orange peel oil and some other peel oils as well. And I didn't find any irritation with any of these essential oils, so fine by me. Another thing they have, you know, between the 10 ingredients is something called Japanese pearl barley, which is supposedly like an antioxidant, and it's the thing this whole balm is built around, which is supposed to regulate your melanin production and, you know, work on reducing of dark spots and brightening the skin and kind of like, you know, the rejuvenation of your skin cells should be affected by that. I'm not sure how much can this be applied when you're cleansing the face, so it's probably not gonna be like the thing that's gonna make your dark spots go away, but at the same time, it doesn't really harm to have something this effective in your routine. It is supposed to be deep cleansing without stripping the skin, which I can definitely agree on. It does cleanse you like really well, but I always find that oil cleansers work really well for my skin. And if it's a good oil cleanser or like oil-based cleanser like this one, it usually washes off very easily because it emulsifies with water perfectly and just washes off like nothing. And that is exactly what this gave me. Like no residue, no weird feelings, no oily skin, just it was gone and my skin felt very, very clean. Not dry or tight, but definitely very, very cleansed, which is like great in my opinion, because there are some balms that can leave you a little bit like, you know, you can still feel the balm on your face, there's a little bit of a film or oiliness or stickiness, but this one really is like the balm I reach for when I have like super heavy makeup, like heavy duty stuff, Halloween makeup. This is what took it all off. So this has been like my most heavy duty makeup remover for past couple months, and I've been really, really loving it. They say it's for all skin types, and I definitely agree on that. I think like no one can go wrong with this since it doesn't leave any residue, and I don't really think there's any like very problematic ingredients that would be bad for like acne prone skin. Sure, I guess everyone can use that, but you know, of course, do your own research, right? As always. But I gotta say, even though I feel a little bit weird talking about a gifted product, even though I didn't do anything wrong because no one paid me to say this. Still, I really, really like it and I really enjoy it. And even though it was super hyped and I don't like that, I would say this one is kind of worth the hype. It's a very nice cleanser. And for some people, this is probably going to be more accessible than a lot of different like Korean cleansing balms. So I would definitely say it is worth the try. Next product we have is a little different. It's a deodorant. I don't know if I ever spoke about deodorants here, but this one, I have to, okay? I just have to because it's genuinely, it surprised me so much that I have to talk about it. This is the Megababe Smoothie Deo Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant. It's a small one because I wanted a small one to try it out. So I admit 100% I ordered this because I saw an interview online with their founder who was talking about the different deodorants and why she likes them. And then she said that she prefers to use this one because it had fruit enzymes and it helps her sweat less and smell less. And I was like, listen, like the girl has a point. It all sounded like the science behind it sounded so good. So I took a little deep dive into their products and I couldn't decide which one to get. So I was like, you know what, girl, I believe in you. So I took the one she spoke about. And first of all, it's nice supporting smaller brands. It is like a white deodorant and it smells incredible. It should smell of lime, coconut, and mulberry. I don't know what is a mulberry, but it smells amazing. The good thing is also that the smell doesn't really linger. So I usually apply it in the morning, then do some other stuff, and then put on a fragrance. And by the time I put on my fragrance, I cannot really smell this, which I think is good because if you have a very strong deodorant that kind of clashes with your perfume, it sucks. So you have fruit enzymes in this from orange and lemon, I believe. They're supposed to balance the pH, and there are also some probiotics which should help you produce like the good microbiome and kind of balance everything. So basically, this is supposed to kind of like lightly exfoliate together with kind of balancing the armpits, and then I guess you should smell less and you should maybe even sweat less. And you know what's the craziest thing is that it works. Like 100% this works. I've tried so many like quote unquote natural deodorants and a lot of them just literally went straight to the bin after one use because I know garbage deodorant when I have one. And this one is just, I don't understand what they did with it, but it doesn't stain my clothes. It doesn't leave any like weird white patches on you. It also smells good and it's also like natural. There's no aluminum in it. It's so weird to talk about a deodorant, but when I wear this, I can do anything and I won't be sweaty. And even if I do get a little sweaty, I don't smell sweaty. So, like, genuinely, I'm not sure if this is like a very me thing that recommending a deodorant is stupid because it's not going to be the same for everyone. But honestly, in like the description of this and the reasoning behind why it should work, it made a lot of sense. And by my experiments from the past couple weeks, definitely works. And also, it's fair to mention, since it's a deodorant, that it is 100% natural, which I don't really mind, but the important facts are that it's aluminum free. There's no baking soda, no parabens, no phthalates, sulfates, or synthetic fragrance. And if you are looking for a natural deodorant for whatever reason, absolutely my top recommendation at the moment of all the natural deodorants I've ever tried. Another good thing is that it doesn't crumble. Like at all. It's just like creamy. It doesn't do weird stuff. It's just magic. It's just magic. So there was the deodorant. I just had to talk about that. That's probably my favorite of this month. But now let's get into some makeup, shall we? Rare Beauty came out with new highlighters. And little do you know, I absolutely love them. This is the Rare Beauty. They don't have a name on the packaging, goddammit. But it's their highlighter in Enlighten. This is the lightest shade. But honestly, all of them look usable and wearable, but I just wasn't sure if they're different in depth or if it's one of those like, you know, like transparent base. This is absolutely just, when I saw it online, I imagined in my head how it could feel, and it feels exactly like what I imagined. It is beautiful. Oh, of course I'm wearing it right now. I love it so much. I feel like this is gonna be the reason metallic highlighter is gonna come back, because this is just stunning. Like the texture, it's silky, it's so lightweight, it's like just like this whale of glitter, but not really glitter. It's stunning. This is what I imagine that like new generation of highlighters is gonna look and feel like. I'm very impressed with the formula, with the shades. They are so, so beautiful. Of course, on the pictures, highlighter shades kind of look just like stripes of different shades of gold, but that's not really how it is, you know? There are like kind of multicolored pearls. If you look really up close, it's stunning. Really, really stunning. You know, I predicted, you heard it here first. Really cool highlighters are gonna come back. I believe it. Okay, next we have this little Lippie, which almost got completely rubbed off in my bag. That's one bad thing about these plastic packages. They always just rub off. But this is the Colourpop and Snitchery collab. So apparently it's the Persephone Lippie Stix, which is in burnt terracotta, and the whole kit is called Divine Feminine. I must say that the lip pencil fits really well with the shade, but I'm more kind of an ombre lip kind of gal these days, just like I'm wearing right now, which is this as well. And it looks a lot more toned down when you put gloss on top. But I just love that like terracotta red undertone this has. It's absolutely beautiful. This is exactly what I was missing in my life. Different bricky undertones of red. The formula is nice. It's pretty long wearing. It is matte. So using it as like a full-on lip is not really my thing at the moment, but maybe it could be. But it's definitely a lot more wearable than it looks. It is pretty dark when you look at it. But, you know, lipsticks can be like overly intimidating. You can probably see way better as I apply it on my lips that it is pretty dark and I kind of have to, you know, just dab it a little bit on. So definitely if you're thinking about getting it, I would say go and get it before they stop selling the collab because there are some pretty good things there. So it became basically like my everyday lip because you can barely tell I'm wearing any lipstick plus gloss. It just looks good. And for this like ombre kind of thing, it's perfect. Now this brings me to the other part of this ombre lip thing, which is a gloss, of course. And it's Nimya. It is the Nimya Build the Juice lip gloss in the shade Pinky Promise. I get all of them. I have all 5 of those glosses because I couldn't decide which one to get and they weren't that expensive during Black Friday sale. So I have all 5. This one, my favorite, so far at least. It is one of the 2 that have a creamy formula, so you don't have any glitter, you don't have any sheen. It is just a very glossy, juicy, pigmented but not too pigmented pink gloss. The tones of the glosses look completely different in real life than they do online, which is fine, but it also means that I almost didn't order this one because I thought it's gonna be too pink, I'm not gonna like this, I'm not gonna wear this. I wear this literally on the daily basis. Like I wear this all the time. It's in my bag, it's in my pocket, it's in my gym bag sometimes. Like it is like a muted medium pink. It's very hard to describe what kind of pink this is, but it's almost not a pink. It's like borderline nude. As Nikki said in her video, it's perfect for ombre lip combos, which it definitely is, because it just like blurs and blends everything and everything looks stunning. I hope you can see it on the video. God, I hope so. Because this just this really changes the game for me. Like every time I do like a dark inner lip and I want like that ombre effect, this is the answer no matter what I wear. It can be a brown, it can be a pink, it can be like a black. It's gonna work because it's just magic. I don't know, but it's incredible. And that's just the effect. Let's talk about the formula. Like first when I put it on, I kind of thought about the Lunar Beauty glosses, but a little bit less thick and like less gulpy. I find the Lunar Beauty glosses just a tiny bit gulpy and like a little liquidy. This one is a little bit thicker but still not too thick. They're just different in so many things, but also the same in the fact that they almost feel like a lip balm. This one I could wear as a lip balm, like no doubt. It's super moisturizing, which means they wear so well, and they are super hard to wash off your glasses, but that happens sometimes. But that being said, this gloss has been on for almost an hour, and it still looks like I just put it on, so that kind of tells you what you need, right? And like honestly, the quality of these is great. The color selection I think is very interesting. The fact that there are 3 formulas is actually kind of fun and I like it. But this gloss from all 5 I have definitely grew on me the most. And yeah, if you are looking for one of the 5 to get, I would say get this one because it's definitely gonna be like, you know, the everyday staple, like the one you reach for when you go somewhere and the one you wear when you just want a mascara and a gloss look. this is gonna be the one. So this would be my first choice after using these for around 2 months. And yeah, my friends, that was it for the 5 favorites of the month of December. Listen, I don't know if the favorites are gonna continue in the new year. Maybe they will, maybe they won't, but sometimes I find it kind of hard to look for new things that I'm very passionate about, because I really tried to not make these just random lists of stuff that I was using, but really things that I reach for like exceptionally often, or I have some kind of very strong opinion on them that is very positive. So I don't know, let me know if you want the favorites to continue, and I will be considering it as an option to the next year, we will definitely see. So that is it. Thank you very much for watching, consider subscribing, and if you want to see more videos where I talk about my monthly favorites, you can check out the playlist. See ya!